So, I have 2 victory points, and you have 2 victory points.
2 victory points because of my last move. I'm moving Mega Tyrant into position.
So we each get an extra energy for each objective. So we each get an extra 2 for this turn. And then I have to roll, of course, for my Fueled by Hatred.
See if he dies.
Please don't. He gets an extra 1. So we're now going to distribute out. I'm putting 3 on Destructor. I'm putting 3 on Communicator. I'm going to plan out how I put the others before I announce them out loud.
Well, I give 1 to Mega Tyrant.
I like your style.
He's going first. So cool. Did you want to go? And I'm going to give 1 to Fear, because Fear's going first.
Nice. So, altogether, I went 3 on Destructor, 2 on Focus, 2 on Red Warp, 3 on Blockade, 2 on Laser Wing, 3 on Communicate, and then 2 on each Crazy and Fault Line.
I've placed them as on card, apart from Fear's got an extra 1 and Mega Tyrant's got an extra 1.
Perfect. So Mega Tyrant's on 4.
3.
Was it 3?
Yeah.
Or does he only have 2?
He only starts with 2.
Ah, I suppose.
You'd think being a boss you would get more, but he doesn't.
He has a giant mace instead, though.
He does have the combat mace.
That mace terrifies me. Anyway, let's do this. Remember to move the correct ones. I say both passive-aggressively and also just to genuinely remind you. Because we're in a state where we're actually
going to be fighting.
Yes, very quickly.
So, what's his shoot? His shoot better.
Shorter.
Yeah, you can see him. So I'm going to shoot that guy. He's going to shoot that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's within short range because it's like 8 and a bit inches.
So you have boostable abilities,
yes,
as it were.
So I'm going to spend 1 to shoot, and I'm going to spend 1 to boost. And he gets 3 shoot normally, so he's actually rolling 4.
Oh, yeah. Because you said you were boosting. I was like, how is that? Yeah. The boosting.
Because he's boosting.
So my shield is 3, so I'm just going to stick with 3 and see how that works out for me.
It's a bold move. Let's see how it pays off.
Indeed. 4.
5.
1 damage. I can accept that.
And then...
And then?
And then...
No, and then.
No, and then.
Oh, no, time.
Thank you. He's not going to... I'm not going to do anything more with him. I'm going to leave him with energy, just in case.
I like your style. So, your next is also a 2.
Yes,
which
Rambot.
is Rambot. He's hard to forget about. Like, you're not going to get him confused with anyone else.
Because
he's got all the hammer. This feels a lot like bullying. I'm not going to lie.
You're the only one I can shoot at without getting into close range with you.
Oh, so is he within close range?
He's within close range. His close range is 12 inches, and you are...
Oh, it's 10.
It's 10?
Yeah.
Oh, then you are just out because you're 11 inches away.
Ah.
So I couldn't boost the shot. So I'm just going to shoot you normally with 1. So he has a shoot of 3.
I'm going to defend normally because I really can't be just ploughing through his energy.
So 5.
5.
So nothing.
And you've got...
I'm going to leave him with one energy on as well.
And then you've got Tez.
Terror!
As he likes to be called. I'm sure he does not.
So, I'm going to... what am I going to do with him? Move it. So yeah, I'm going to move him to the corner.
Yeah, you are.
And then I'm going to shoot him instead.
The little guy?
So then we shoot the little guy.
Fair play. I would. He's mean.
So he is just out.
Just out?
Yeah. Oh, I moved that. My mistake. So I'm going to move for 1 and I'm going to shoot for 1.
Remember,
He has...
oh, before when you shot and it was long range, did you remember your -1 dice?
No, I didn't.
That's okay, internet, because you didn't cause any damage anyway.
I forgot about that. I thought
Yeah.
you should lose the dice. So his shoot goes down to 2 and 3.
My defense, my shield is 2.
But he does have the null ray, which, if I remember correctly, damages you for the rest of the game. If that's null ray, if damaged by this model,
Isn't that where everything costs
it costs
double?
1 extra to do.
Yeah.
1.
None. So 0. None. So he takes a damage.
He takes 1 damage, and everything costs him 2 to do now.
Yes. So he goes down to 4, and it severely limits his life.
Next strategy rating is a 5. So
My 4's are next.
Yep.
So what ho? So communicator should move, I guess. Oh no, I could choose somebody different first. I am gonna choose somebody different.
we want earthquakers.
I need to earthquake you because I feel like you're gonna bully him and kill him really quickly.
I've just totally realised where he was. I totally missed him.
That was the plan.
He's so little.
He's so little. So he moves 6. I'm fully aware that I'm now putting him in a very precarious position. So the way Earthquake works is, they cost me 1 to move. I'm going to spend 1 to do Earthquake. So instead of a normal shoot, it basically is a 6-inch bubble. Everything in it takes 1 damage that it can't defend except him. So Tyrant's out. Those 2 are in. And, full disclosure, he's just out, but Crazy back there also takes a damage. So Crazy goes down to 3.
So Mega Tyrant.
Oh, Mega Tyrant was just out.
Mega Tyrant was just out, was he? Am I right?
Yeah, sadly.
So Terra loses 1, and Giant Mace Guy loses 1.
Yeah, he does.
Rambot.
I've always thought that about him. Right, so now Crazy, by name and reputation. And he is going 1 inch. And he's going to here. And that cost him 1. And his second one is just to do a very basic shot, which he can't boost on Rambot.
Okay.
And so it's 2 dice.
Rambot has a shield of 3. Oop.
This is a risky strategy.
Stop that.
Well, it's not that risky. 'Cause... Yeah, 5.
Nope.
So 5 damage.
5 damage.
Ouch. Nobody could have foresaw that. No,
So he's
someone
dead.
could. You are what in my who hole?
Yep. Dead. Because of that earthquake, he was down 1.
I mean, I'm not going to say that was karma, but when you bring a giant hammer to a fight, you're going to get picked on by toddler bots.
Should have boosted.
You got beaten by toddler
Can't
bots.
believe I've rolled 3 blanks there.
And that was...
You've given me your dice.
I have. I spent ages just like licking them and making sure that it transferred my DNA across. Right, so I still have communicator to go. The guy likes to do stuff and things, as you well know. He's known for it, in fact. How far away is... That's Terror, isn't it?
Which one? That one there? Yeah, it's
That
Terror.
one. So you're within. Would you say you can pop around the corner to shoot?
I mean, depending on where you're standing, you can see.
He's right against the corner.
From there, I can see more than half of them, so yeah.
Yeah. So I am shooting and I am boosting it.
I'm going to boost this one. I'm going to spend his last thing to boost his shield.
So
to give
this
me 4
is
shield.
This is 4 dice for me and 4 dice for
4
you.
dice, yeah.
3, 5, 7. 3. So 4 damage.
4 damage. Oh.
And my second action is risky because it's going to leave him with no dice, but I'm going to do another shot without boosting. So it's just 3 dice this time.
Right, I can't boost.
4.
3.
3, so he takes 1 more damage. How many is he left on?
3.
So my next one's a 6, so you have a 5, don't you?
I do. I have Turbo, which is this guy. So I'm just going to check something quickly.
You're autistic.
I think this is right.
Oh, Terror. Why won't you just die?
That's a bit of a poo thing. Part of me was tempted because he has the Sonic Boom special ability.
Yes.
But when you read it, it's just this model causes 1 automatic point of damage to 1 enemy model.
Yeah.
And you think if you were landing in a group of them, it would kind of be like a bit like a shockwave. You know,
Yes.
Anything in that inch would take damage.
Oh yeah, we've talked about this before,
but
haven't
it's
we?
not. It's kind of just because you're basically flying and landing behind someone and causing damage.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to shoot you.
Makes sense.
So I'm going to spend 1 to shoot, and he gets a shoot of 3. I'm not going to boost it.
Who are you shooting at again, sorry, sir?
That little guy.
The little
Because
guy?
he one-shotted me, so I'm going to shoot him.
Yeah, it makes sense. He rolls 2 shields, he can't boost it. 2.
5.
So he takes 3 damage. Which puts him down to 1. Because he's only little.
God damn it. And then second shot. He is he is within range. I can get him. I'm going to shoot for the second energy cube. I'm going to shoot the fault line.
It is, yes.
The one with the drills. I'm going to shoot him.
He also has a shield of 2. Ouch. 4.
So that's 7.
So 3 again.
3.
So they're both down to 1. You're killing my babies. They're both just limping along. So I've got a 6 next.
I have a 6 as well.
So
Dice
roll
off.
off. Red and black. 6.
6.
Let's re-roll. 3.
5.
It's a 5. So you're first.
Me. So
It's a me.
my 6 is panic.
Mm-hmm. This is where the game starts to get swifty.
Do 2 seconds, sorry.
No, it's cool.
That's only a close stack, doesn't matter.
It is
One of the rules I was looking for was bully. I get to re-roll, but it's only in close stack.
in close combat. It is one thing to note because we have been asked about it quite a lot. Although obviously we have been playing this for a while, because we cover so many games on the channels, we're still only 10 games at most into it. So we are still learning a lot of the rules.
I think as well is because we do keep switching the models up, and there's a lot of rules, and some of them I know most of the ones from my original lineup.
Yes.
But suddenly by then started like the other week when I played the Atlanticans, I didn't have a clue on them because I've only used them once.
Yeah. So
Same as the Valiants when I played the Valiants. Don't know any of their rules.
this is true.
Long range. So I'm going to use.
I feel like you're gonna pick on my little guys.
Kind of. I'm going to spend both points.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to teleport.
Ooh.
And I'm going to teleport to there.
So yes, so the way teleport works, for anyone who doesn't know, is when you use your super ability, which in this case is air support,
Yes.
instead of moving 3 times your standard movement, you go
Anywhere on the board.
anywhere on the board, but you can't land in close combat.
Yeah. And you can't land on impassable terrain.
Yes, of which we have
We
none.
have none.
It has changed my plans, so well played you. So that was all of his, wasn't
That's
it? Sorry.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then obviously it's you until Mega Tyrant.
Yes. So let's. First, I have to do Laser Wing because he is the 6 before we do the 7s. So this has changed quite dramatically what I was going to do. Because obviously now I have to take into account that fleeting old scumbag up there. And also, I'm currently holding that objective. Whereas he's more than 10 inches away. So I'm going to have to move regardless. So he's going to go to there. That was one of his energy. I'm then going to spend an energy to shoot a terror. It's just a standard 3 dice, can't boost it.
Yep, same. 3 shield, can't boost it.
So that was 6 in total. And that's cocked.
And all blanks again. I'm sure you have fixed these dice.
I'm not going to lie.
I've never rolled this bad with
I'm
shield
not going to
dice.
lie, I've done some terrible, drastically things. So that's terror gone for now, except he comes straight back.
Terror, and then comes back onto the board.
He does, but he doesn't get action again.
No.
Cheeky old fiend. Right, so now...
And he only comes back with 1 health.
He does. Oh, Destructor can actually do things this time, I remember now. So he's going to move. Oh. I think I'm going to use my air support on him. So I put 3 on him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to cost me 2. But then I can go up to 3 times his movement, which is 24 inches. So essentially most places. I'm going to go to... No, I'm going to go here. Am I? Because then he's going to get Mega Tyrant dead.
Would I do a thing like that?
But that could be what I want you to do.
Possibly.
Probably not. I swear that doesn't usually happen. Yeah, so I've moved him there because I'm going to risk it for the proverbial chocolate biscuit. And we all know how much I love chocolate biscuits. Right, so he's got 1 left. So he's going to take a pot shot at old Tyrant there. It's a short range. It's only 3 dice because I can't boost it.
Well, he gets a shield of 4 naturally, so I'm not going to boost it.
3.
3.
From the look of it.
Yeah, a blank. And there you go. And I got...
He defended it.
He defended it. I'm glad for that.
Nice. I mean, as you probably already figured out, I was only just trying to get you to waste a dice. You saw through my cunning ruse.
Wait, he was 4 anyway, so I was like, meh.
It makes sense. Right. Red Warp is going to... Is that Terror? Not Terror up there.
No, that is Panic.
That's Panic. He's got a basic shield of 3.
Yes.
With energy still on him.
He has no energy on Storm, so it will be a basic 3.
3 against 3. I'm going to take a basic shot on him then and hope for the best. I'm going to go back to rolling down there so the camera can actually see what I roll. 3.
5.
Cool. And then I'll do the same again. Hopefully not exactly the same. 4.
5.
Oh. So, kind of the same. Right, blockade.
I think I've rubbed the U off these dice.
Yeah. It takes a while, but it does come off. So blockade can move 7, so he's got 3 energy on him, so he's going to put Toying up there for 1. Now he has Sharpshooter that allows him to reroll 1 dice, doesn't it?
Yes.
During a shooting attack. So I'm going to risk it. I'm going to do a boosted shot on Panic again. So it's 4 dice, re-rolling 1 terrible one. So 7.
I'm not boosting. 2.
2, so he takes 5 damage.
He takes 5.
Which isn't enough to kill him.
No.
Is he 6?
He's 6, so he's got 1 left.
Oh. My heart it erases. Oh, I do declare. So I've only got 1 chap left, which is Focus.
Yep.
But it costs him double to do anything.
Yes.
It's the old double bubble.
Because of the terror shot that I got on you.
Indeed. Right, so I'm holding those 3. You know what I'm going to do? You're probably at least vaguely curious. I'm going to just run. Oh no. My plan was sound, but I won't get close enough.
No, you won't.
Because if I'd got within 2, you would have had to stay there. Or just completely ignored him, actually. Just gone, nah, you're right. Shooting's going to be no good, because he's only got a range of 2. Can't. Sorry, a shoot of 2. You can't boost it because it's going to cost him 2 to make the shot. You're rolling 4 dice. It's long range against him. Argument could be that he could shoot upwards at thingy.
You could, yeah, you could shoot him.
Right, so it is short range because we know the height of the building. So it's just 2 dice against your basic 3. 2. Yeah, you're fine. He has done some good saves. Everything else has been terrible for you dice rolling wise. So then it comes across to just the mega guy left.
So I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to shoot that guy.
Destructor, makes sense.
So he gets for 1. So he gets 4 dice against him.
Yep, you're not boosting.
Not boosting.
I can't boost, so it's 3 dice. 6.
4.
Oh, thank God for that.
Nothing.
Second action.
He's going to shoot you again.
Yep. Is he boosting it this time?
He's going to boost it.
Are you sure? Because there's nothing else for him to do. It's the last roll of the turn.
He can't move, so yeah, might as well. Boost it for 5.
I mean, I don't want you to roll 5 dice against me, but the internet are going to say in the comments if you don't.
1, 2,
4.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So 4 damage.
4 damage.
Puts him down to 2. Ouch. But just think, had you not rolled that extra dice? Something, something, something. Science.
That's how it works.
Indeed. So that's the end of the round.
Yes.
Victory points are 2 each at present, but obviously that's going to change when we come back. I haven't lost a man, but I've nearly lost 3. You have lost a man and nearly lost another.
Lost 2, but 1 comes back.
Yeah. I don't count him until he's dead the second time. So yeah, we'll come back in a second for round 3. So we are back.
Yay.
You had 1 victory point, giving you 3 in total, and also giving you
1 extra energy cube.
1 extra energy. I have 3, so I get 3 extra victory points, taking me up to 5. But I'm still not looking in a healthy state, and I get the extras. First thing I've got to do is fueled by hatred.
Yep.
Oh, thank God for that.
Gets 2 extra.
And he gets 2 extra. So the way I've got mine is 1 on fault line, 1 on crazy, 3 on communicator, 3 on laser wing, 3 on blockade, 3 on red warp, 2 on focus, and now 3 on destructor.
Yep. I placed them as cards, say, so 2 on fear, 3 on terror, 2 on turbo, 2 on panic, 2 on mega tyrant, and he's been given the extra
He gets the extra 1. So you still have a 2 on the board.
Yes.
And a 3, so you get those 2 activate before my first one, which worries me.
So I'm going to activate fear first, because that's
which
how it
is
works.
that one? Oh, the one down there who
That's
was shooting at Red Wing before.
Yep. So,
Red Warp.
Red warp. So fear is going to move 1.
I've always thought that about him.
Actually, put him back there. 1 second.
I feel like you're freeing up Tyrant to move places. I'm not a fan of that. I'm going to be honest with you.
So I'm going to move him to there. So I'm moving to there. And then that was for 1. And then second. Yeah, I'm going to shoot it. I'm going to shoot it fault line.
I figured that might be the case.
So he has 3.
I've got 2. Now, I've only put 1 on him, so if I don't boost it, he's going to die. But if I do boost it and he doesn't die, he's just going to sit there anyway.
He can't do anything.
He's not sat on an objective, so I might as well just risk it. So I'm rolling just the 2 and hope you roll terribly.
3.
4.
There you go.
Jeebus is on my side. You know, old Jeeb.
My next is a 3.
Yes, which is
Terra.
old Terra. My arch nemesis.
So Terra is going to spend 2 and do his flying ability,
Yes.
which gives me
24, is
24
it? Because he's 8 inches.
Yes.
The thing with Terra is he was brilliant when before we found out about his coming back to life thing. But ever since then, I've always just killed him as soon as possible. Now, the flip of that, obviously, is that it means your other stuff gets in better positions.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not going to leave him there.
Drop him
I'm going to
within.
drop him there. in behind you. And then for his second ability, he's going to shoot him in the back.
Yeah, makes sense. How many dice you rolling?
So I can only use my base, so base shoot is 3.
I'm not going to boost it then. I'm just going to take the hit because he hasn't taken any damage yet. So I'm rolling 3 as well. I got 4.
I got
7.
7.
So he takes 3 damage.
He also affected by the null ray.
Yes.
So everything costs 2 for him
everything
now.
costs him 2. That's right.
My next one is a 5.
So my next ones are all my 4s.
Where's he at? This big guy up here.
Yeah, so my 4s are next.
Oh yeah, your 4. Sorry.
Whoa, right.
Steady.
Crazy. Both a scathing indictment and what he is. So, let's shoot. Because he's got nothing better to do with his life and he's probably going to die. So he's taking no damage. He's taking no damage. He's taking no damage.
Nope.
Yeah, we'll just do that as the straight shot. Of course, it can't be boosted. So it's just 2 dice against your...
Shield of 3.
4. 2, so he takes 2 damage.
So he takes 2 damage, so he goes down to 4.
Right, and then a slap on the tuchus. Just out?
Just.
So he's going to take a shot at not Mega Tyrant, the other chap.
Fear.
That's the one. So again, it's just his basic, which is 2 dice, because Earthquake would only affect my people at this stage.
Yep.
1.
5.
Right. Communicator. Now he could. He's gonna have to move to do anything. But moving him puts him in a very interesting position. Not like doggy style or anything weird like that. So he can move 7. I can't really get him into cover. So I'll just zip him across here. Which I know then puts him within Mega Tyrant's grasp, but I'm going to take a shot. Oh, am I? Yeah, I am. So Mega Tyrant boosted, so it's 4 against your 4.
So he has a shield of 4, so I'm not going to boost.
Yeah. 5.
Where's the shield? No, it's fine. 5.
Yeah, he's good. Now you have a 5?
Yes, turbo.
Yep, turbo-tastic.
Turbo. So I'm going to... use my air support ability.
Yeah, you are.
Which is both my things, and I'm going to land. He has 2, and he only has 1, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. So I could, in theory, I need to check because when you fight, you can't land you can't land in close combat, can you?
You can't land in close combat with the air support, no.
No. But or in base-to-base contact with an enemy model.
Yeah.
Right. So, but you got to be able to land within 1 inch. Now, do I want to drop him down to 1, or do I want to instantly kill him?
From an objective point of view, killing him evens out the playing field.
That's what I'm thinking. Because if I drop him here,
yeah,
I'm then contesting you, and he instantly just goes.
Yeah.
Drop on the other side, he goes down to 1, but he's still there. So yeah, I'll do that. So he's
gone.
He's gone, and that costs me both my movements.
Yeah. So the next one we both have is a 6, I believe. 6.
3.
So
You go.
now my guy costs double to do anything.
Yes.
So he's gonna. Oh, this is interesting. He's going to shoot him.
Mm-hmm.
Boosted.
Makes
so
sense.
it costs me. Oh no, you can't boost it because I've only got 3 on him.
Yeah.
So it's just a straight shot, so it's a range of 3. It was whether to shoot him or turn around and shoot Terra, because it would probably kill Terra if I got a good roll. But wearing him down is probably the smarter option. 5.
So 2. So
3
he takes
damage.
3 damage. Ooh.
Has he got 1 left?
1 health left.
Oof, there's a lot of that about.
Beep, beep.
And I can't do anything because he's only got 1 left on him. So it's your 6 now.
So my 6. Oh, I'm thinking, where's he?
Yeah.
He's hiding over there.
He's over on the top of a building.
So he's going to shoot little guy.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
because
So
he's
I'm
holding the objective.
going to spend 1, and he has a shoot of range attack of 3.
Boosting.
I'm not going to boost it because I might shoot someone else if this works.
Okie dokie. I am not going to. I'm not going to boost to defend.
3, 4, 5, 6.
4, so he takes 2 damage. So he's got 2 left.
I'm going to shoot him again.
And he is going to boost this time.
4.
It's enough to kill him. So he is gone. Goes on. So now it's my 7s, because you've only got Mega Tyrant
Yep,
left.
Mega
is that
Tyrant
right?
left.
Right. First one is Destructor. He's going to do his first shot, not boosted, against this guy. 3 dice against 3 dice.
3 dice, yep.
4.
Dead.
So that's him gone. And then his second shot.
Because that was, yeah, you had 1 health, so he's dead. Boop. Biddling, biddling, biddling.
Mega Tyrant boosted. So 4 dice against your straight 4. Hope for the best.
Yeah, I'm not going to boost this.
Didn't think you would. 3, 5, 7, 8.
Maybe I should have boosted this.
It happens. 6 damage.
6 damage.
Ouch.
So he's down to 4.
Still. Right. Blockade and Red Dead Redemption. So Blockade's got 3 on him. His first shot's not going to be boosted, and it's against Pterosaur.
So which ones?
Blockade's the car, not the...
Okay.
Yeah.
So he goes against 4, against my shield of 4.
Against Terra.
Oh,
Sorry.
you're shooting, oh, not Terror, you're shooting,
Yeah. Oh, what's he called? Not
Panic.
Terra. Panic, that's it.
I thought you were shooting Tyrant.
That's the plan if I get a good enough roll.
2.
4 damage.
So 4 damage on Panic, he's dead.
Oh, thank God for that. And then my second shot. Will you just measure if it's within 10 of Tyrant?
It is not.
It is not.
It is 11.
I'll shoot the guy next to him. Fear? Is it?
That one.
Yeah.
That is Fear.
So I am
He
going...
has a shield of 3.
I'm going to boost this one.
I am also going to boost this.
So 4 dice.
2.
3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to re-roll one with my sharpshooter, even though I got a 1. Oh, that's on me. So 6
So
against...
he has 2. So 4.
Yeah, 4
Yeah.
damage, sorry.
So he's down to 2.
So I've got just Red Warp left. Now, Red Warp's not really taking much in the way of damage. He's going to move as his first port of call. That costs 1 energy. He's then going to shoot... Oh, is Tyrant within 10? I think he should be.
Looks it.
Yeah, easy. So he's going to boost it. So he's rolling 4 dice. And I'm hoping for the best. Because that mace still terrifies me.
He is going to boost this, so he's 1 and 5.
Yeah, it makes sense. 5 dice. Or 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep, you good?
So he's good.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So it's just Tyrant left, isn't
Just
it?
Tyrant left to go.
Ooh.
He's just out.
So yeah.
I can shoot him and
Yeah.
shoot fine, but I can't get in to bash him.
Yes.
So I'm just going to do a normal shoot.
Boosted?
I'm not going to boost this. Shooting him with 4 dice.
Oh, because you can shoot a second time.
Can I then shoot a second time?
Defense of 3 or shield of 3. Not boosting because he's got no energy on him. 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh.
Thank God for that. Second shot.
Second shot, which I didn't want to do.
Same guy.
Yep.
3 this time.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Gone.
Because my plan was hoping to kill you there, and then move the 7 inches, which would get me
To get you in there. That's exactly what I thought you were going to do. Right. So that's the end of round 3.
Yes.
We'll come back after a short word from our sponsors. We really need sponsors so we can have a short word. Yeah. So this is round 4. This is getting tense. I've got 6 victory points now. You've got 4.
I have 4.
I've put 2 on Red Warp, 3 on Blockade, 2 on Laser Wing, 3 on Communicator, and it's a very bold strategy, but I've put 3 on Fault Line.
Ooh. I see what you did there. Fear's got his standard 2, Terror's got his standard 3, Mega Tyrant has the extra 1, so he has 3.
Nice. Now you're still the lowest strategy rating because Fee is still hanging in there.
Yep.
So he's going to do a thing.
He is going to shoot Fault Line.
I figured he might.
Because he's there and he can. So
is he
maybe
boosting?
3, he's not going to boost this.
I am going to boost this because I need to.
3. Oh.
4.
4. He's going to shoot him again.
I'm not going to boost, as you probably guessed. Ouch.
4.
Can I change my mind? No. He's gone. Made sense, because obviously you knew exactly what was going to happen if not. And then you still have Terror?
Terror. So Terror is going to shoot that guy in the back.
Yep, Laser Wing.
Because it's what Terror does.
It is what Terror does. Is he boosting?
He's...
Making bee noises.
He's not going to boost this. So it's just his standard 3.
Against my... I'm going to boost 4.
3.
2.
So he takes 1 damage.
Oh, that's the worst possible scenario for me.
And then he's on double, everything costs 2.
Yep.
And then, like the cheeky coward he is, he's going to spend 2.
Yep.
And he's going to run away.
Nice.
So he can move 24, isn't it?
No, because he's already used his power. You can only use it once.
Is that once per game or once per round?
Yeah, once per game for super ability.
Right. In which case, I'll put 1 back on him and he's just going to run away normally.
He's just going to fly away. You can still shoot 8 inches away, so...
So he's going to move 8 inches. Which, whoa, there's a lamp there. Will get me back down there somewhere.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Because he physically can't do anything now. So it's my 4s next, I believe? Because that was your 2 and your 3?
Oh. Put him back. He's not going to go there. What he's going to do is he's going to move. Thinking logically.
He's going to stay within 2 inches.
He's going to stay within 2 inches of that, but round the
But
corner.
around the corner.
So you can't get him. I mean, someone else probably could. But
Yes. It would mean moving them more.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So
So it's my 4s next.
It's you until Mega Tyrant.
Oh.
Because you've killed all the rest.
I do what I can. Right, so Communicator is my only 4 left. I put 3 on him. He's going to take a shot at Fear, not boosted. Is Fear, isn't it?
Yes, that is fair.
So 3 dice. And he got 3 in total.
He got 4.
Well defended, sir. Well defended. And then he's going to do the same again, but boosted this time. Because
I can't.
Oh, you are kidding me.
He's dead. Yeah, he's
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
That
He only had 2.
Yeah, that was the roll I needed last time. So then it goes across. No, that was Laser Wings, just keeping that one on him, just because. Red Warp. Now, he has used his power much like you did. So, he's just going to move there for 1, and then he's going to shoot with no boosting on Florence. 2. Can you? Yeah,
yes.
You can easily beat that. Let's see what you did there. So I've just got Blocky left. So Blockade needs to move because we know he's just out of 10. So he can move up to 7. So if we just 3 down, easily 3 across. Am I within 10 yet? Because if not, I might inch a bit further. I've got the movement. Oh, they're fine. It doesn't mean I'm going to get shot back. But shooting with a boost. 4 dice. Against your 4 dice.
Against my 4.
I'm going to re-roll that one because sharpshooter. 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So 1 damage. I was tempted to just take the shot at Terror because it was stupid null ray, but I didn't. This could come back to haunt me. So now it's Terror Tot.
Yep. So he is going to shoot at Red Warp.
He is.
Yep, and he is going to boost it.
I am not going to boost it, for I cannot.
So 5 dice.
Against 3. 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7, so he takes 2 damage, so he goes down to 3.
And then he is going to shoot again, but it's only going to be a base shot.
A base shot. Same guy?
4 dice. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Against 2, so it's 7 damage, so he's gone. So that's the end of round 4.
Yep. I get 1, you get 1.
Yes, because you're still contesting that. So, energy-wise, Communicator still generates 3. Laser Wing generates 2. Blockade generates 2, and I get 1 extra 1.
Yep.
Which I will put on Blockade.
Mega Tyrant got the extra 1.
Yes. So, Terror first.
Yep.
Who would have to move before he could shoot if he wanted to shoot Laser Wing, but he can shoot Blockade freely. But it's whether he's within 10. And only Jesus knows that. Or the measuring.
He is within 10 inches.
He's easily within 10.
So he's going to shoot him for 1 dice, 1 cube thing, sorry. So 3 dice.
I'm going to boost it, because I'm only rolling 3 normally, so it's 4 this time. 3.
3. Oh no, 4.
4, so 1 damage.
1 damage, and he's affected by the null ray.
Yep.
I'm then going to spend 1 to move out, and I'm going to shoot him for the other one. No, I can't,
because that's 3 actions.
That's 3 actions, in which case I'll just stay where I am.
And shoot Blockade again.
And shoot Blockade again.
Sounds like a thing.
And keep the 1 thing. So for 2.
He blocked it. Now, but Blockade's double on 100.
Yes.
So Communicate is my next one on 4. Oh, go on then. You stand in the position that's been working so well for everybody else. 1, then he's shooting with a boost for the second, so it's 4 dice on Mega T.
So I am going to boost this to roll 5 dice for my shield.
Makes sense. 5.
1,
lots.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nice.
Glad I boosted that.
My next ones are Laser Wing, who's a 6. He's going to spend 1 to move. And then he's going to spend 1 to shoot you. It's just a base roll.
I am going to boost this.
Yep, makes sense. 7. So you need 7.
I got nothing.
So he's gone.
I was working out in my head. I was thinking, I can't get this, but I have to get all 2s.
Yeah. And then Blockade can't boost his shot because of the null ray. So 3 dice on Mega Tyrant.
Yep.
Tyrant hasn't moved, he hasn't moved, so...
So you should be within 10 inches. Which, just...
Yeah. 3.
And I wasn't boosting this shot. 3.
Yep. So now it's just Tyrant.
Mega Tyrant. So...
5, isn't it?
What's health-wise?
Communicator still on full on 7, Laser Wings on 2, and Blockades on 5.
So I'm going to shoot.
No one's got any energy on them.
Yeah,
so.
I'm going to shoot.
Communicator?
Communicator. For 1, not boosting it though, so it's just my base 4.
Yep, so 3 dice for me. 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So 4 damage. So he goes down to 3, because 7 take away 4.
Mm-hmm.
It's 3.
And
I don't need to explain that to you, not Alan.
how math works. Second shot, I'm going to take down, shoot a
Blockade.
blockade.
Boosted this time?
No, because I couldn't boost it because I had to use a boost before.
2. 7, 8,
So
9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 7 damage.
Yep, that's enough to take him out, because he only had 5 left. So, once again, so that's the end of round 5. So, I currently hold 2, you hold 1. So I get 9 victory points. I'm on 9 victory points.
Yeah.
I don't get an extra 9, and you're on 6.
I'm on 6.
So, energy-wise, Blockade, you're gone, my little friend. Where have I put you on there? So, Laser Wing generates 2 as standard, Communicator generates 3, and I've got 2 extra, so I'm going to put 1 on each.
Makes sense.
Yours are going to go on Tyrant.
Mega Tyrant's getting them the 1 because
Yes.
it's the only one he can get. And obviously your guys go first.
Communicator's going first, so he's shooting with a boost.
I am also going to boost this.
Yep.
To roll 5 shield dice.
6, 7.
4.
So 3,
So he's dead.
and that's game.
That's game.
Wow. I was very killy. But we did get to turn 6.
This is true. I don't think we've ever seen turn 6 before.
No. This is my first time using Deceivers, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I like them, as you can probably imagine. They're good. Yeah, in terms of the game, scenery probably was a bit of an issue. It was very open space.
Yeah, there's not much cover, but
It was us answering essentially when people were saying there was too much cover last time we used this terrain. But I think that was more from a viewing point of view than an actual gameplay. It is a very cover-based game.
yeah, the last one, there was a lot of times people were going, where's that model at? Or it's behind these buildings here, but you can't see
so you
it.
have to keep lifting the building up and stuff. But no, once again, I really loved it. I'm sure we did the odd rule wrong here or there.
More than likely.
There was that first time when we forgot about the -1 for long range.
Yeah.
Other than that, I absolutely enjoyed it.
I did. It was a fun game. There was a few little mistakes I made strategy-wise by placing the wrong place and going, do I place it here? Which is just, it's the gamble of going, I want to get an objective, but I want to expose myself.
Yes.
It's also having a lot of low strategy rating models, because you go first and you get, I can place these, and then you go, now open to just being.
Yeah, that was the thing. Like, you had 2 or 3 of your actions, and then I did everything.
Aye.
And then Tyrant was so isolated in terms of, like, what I could essentially just go, right, well, you've moved everything now, and I've still got 4 models. Yeah, essentially I could go up to 4 models, just all shoot at Tyrant, or start picking stuff off, and that's exactly what I did. Wasn't like a strategy, it was just, that's close to me, I'll shoot him.
Yeah, no, that's just how sometimes it is.
It is. I mean, I absolutely love Fault Line.
That is a fun little model, actually.
Again, although I didn't use the hide side of things because I really struggled to find a use for that.
Yeah, I can't see the benefit for having your models hidden inside you because it costs you 2 energy to be hidden inside of them.
Yeah.
And then if you want to come out, you've got to not spend those 2 energy and you eject it out. So I suppose if you wanted, it would make sense to get him into close combat and then those two activate at the same time and go, I'm not spending the 2 energy this turn on them. Bang, they come out.
Yeah. I'm sure there's probably a way that they're really, really useful. Maybe we're reading into it wrong or
Possibly.
things like that. Because loads of models have hide.
Yeah.
But I've just, as I said, because you can't hold objectives.
Yeah, because the way it's written, you spend your 2 energy cubes
Because it's a super, yeah.
to be hidden. And if you don't spend them at the beginning of the activation, at the beginning of the
Yeah.
round, then you're not hidden for that turn.
You can't be shot at, which is good.
Yes.
But
So-
you can still be attacked in close combat and you're not rolling shields.
Yes. So it's like, well, I can hide inside of them, but then it's the deployment of them from like the kind of
Yeah.
open the flap and split them out. I don't quite get how that's.
I'm sure, as I say, once we use them a few more times, we'll find scenarios where it works. Next game, we're hoping to use the infestors and...
Yes, hopefully.
Yes, that all depends on building and stuff. Because we've got the Queen bathing, as we said earlier.
She's currently taking a dip.
Yeah, so we've got... But hopefully it'll be Trashers versus Infestors. If not, it'll be a filler game with... whatever.
Sounds good.
Just to say we aren't going to be messing around with the scenery too much. Maybe add a couple of varying... We've got like the small but long buildings.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll add a couple of those in instead of some of those really small ones, but we're not going to do a lot because if we suddenly pile it on with scenery, it does make it much easier for the Trashers, who are horrible once they get into close combat.
Close combat, yeah.
I've been having a look. I think flying models will be really good against the Trashers because you wait till the Trashers get really close and then you go, oh no, I'm over there now.
Aye.
I get
Just-
extra turns of
just-
shooting at you.
Jumping away.
Yeah. But again, even that'll only work once because of the way superpowers work.
Aye.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. You probably enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
We always do enjoy this. We've actually started like teaching others as well.
Yes, Alan's had
We gave
his
Alan a demo game.
and Alan seemed to enjoy it. He used the Atlanticans, and he quite liked how
Yeah,
they
and
played.
you used the Valiants
I
for the
did
first time.
I don't
Yeah,
like them.
they're squishy around
They are
there.
really squishy.
They are. But no, we'll do the usuals. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. Go check out TT Combat's website for the terrain.
Yep.
Obviously, check out all the different Bot Wars groups that are listed. Be in the group, the main site. Have a look at the cards because they're free to download. Once Kickstarter gets going, we'll definitely hype that up. But other than that, guys, pray the dice gods hope to smile upon you and say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello, guys, and welcome to another edition of Rage Against the Dice. Today, as you can clearly see, we're playing Drop Zone Commander.
Yay! Wait, what?
Yeah, I tricked you. No, we're playing Bot Wars, of course, because you read the title. I always make it sound like it's a surprise,
But
but they've read the title of the video. So yes, so today we're doing Deceivers versus Deceivers, and we're doing scenario 1, which is called the Quest for Energy.
Yes.
So I'm going to let them know the scenario itself, and then we'll run through our teams, because we have 2 very separate teams, no double models or anything here. And full disclosure, some of the models again aren't painted, because we have been using just the painted stuff, but it limits exactly what we can field, and we wanted to show off some new stuff. So yeah, so it's called the Quest for Energy. It's 8 turns, and we have a D8 on the table there, set on turn 1, as you can see. Each player rolls a D6, and the player with the highest roll chooses a side. The other player automatically has the opposite side. Now, we've already done that thing, and I've got this side here, and Liam has that side there. Oh, Liam's with us, by the way. Say hi, Liam.
Hi, Liam.
There you go. And then the models are deployed with their bases touching their own board edge in ascending strategy order, which is quite a common occurrence. So special rules for this mission. Each player has 2 energy cube objective markers to place. After all terrain is placed, but before deployment, players alternate placing the objectives, starting with the side that has the model with the lowest strategy rating. Now, the objectives must not be placed on impassable terrain, and we don't have any impassable terrain. We're using all terrain as passable. They have to be within... they must not be within 8 inches of a board edge. and they must not be within 6 inches of one another. And the way that the energy works, as you'll recall from previous game we played, at the start of the turn, determine if any models are within 2 inches of the energy source. If they are, and there are no models within 2 inches of that same energy source, obviously opposing models, you add 1 energy cube to your overall pool for that power-up phase alone,
Yes.
and add 1 victory point to your tally. Continue this for the 8 turns. It's pretty cool. So yeah, we're using these cool little counters to measure our victory points. I think I got them from like Counterattack Bases or somewhere like that. And it's just a magnetic dial, as you can see, that turns. So we'll keep you abreast of the situation. So we have objective markers. And I've got these cool little Pokemon tokens. And then we're going to put... Have we got the little objective stands? And then we're going to put those on top of them. So it's got a verticalness to it, but it also has a base size for the purposes of measurement. So that's cool. So my lowest objective strategy rating is 4. And your lowest is 2, I think.
Strategy rating 2.
So you'd placed the first one. So I'm going to give you 2. I'm going to give you a blue and a purple because reasons.
Yay.
So yeah, what we'll do is we won't film this because it's just placing tokens. It's a bit dull. We'll do that side of things, then we'll come back and we'll run through who we've got on our team. Then we'll get straight into the game, essentially. So we've kept them quite close together. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because it keeps the action exciting for the purposes of playing the game. And because we're not very imaginative. So I'm going to run through who I've got. And then we'll run through who Liam's taken. So I have, starting with my highest strategy ratings, I've got Destructor, which I'm using the original model. I'm trying out Focus, so I'm using a separate model of the same equivalent size for him. I've got Red Warp. Then I've got Barricade, who's my first not painted model. Sorry about that, guys. I've got Laser Wing, Communicator, who's only undercoated, and then Crazy and Fault Line, because when I do my Deceivers, I'm going to go very heavy into the whole cassette, and even though I'm not that big a fan of the rule, I like the models. So they're my guys. So as you can see, I've got 2, 4, 6, 8. Now you've got less, but because they're tougher.
Yes, I only have six models. So starting, I'm going to go different. I'm going to start lowest to highest.
I like your style.
So my lowest strategy rating is Fear.
Yeah.
I then have Rambot, Terror, Turbo, Panic, and Mega Tyrant as my leader.
Perfect. And these are all the current range of those
Yes.
models. Because in the past we've used the first edition versions. And there is a new edition version coming out. We don't speak of that though. I will just very quickly plug. Firstly, Storm Dennis is in full effect. So I do apologise if you can hear some wind. The second is there's actually a Kickstarter coming for Bot Wars.
There is.
We'll be doing a video on it once we've got more information. Obviously, as soon as it's close to the link, close to the date, we'll be posting the link and things like that. But it is its own starter set, resin models, some nice little extras. So we'll be covering that in time. I thought I'd give it a plug.
Makes sense.
Indeed, indeed. So we're now going to set up our models. You have the lowest strategy rating model, so you would be setting up yours first.
Yay.
Well, your first model first, of course. So
Okay.
they start on the board edge, as I may have said before or not. I can't remember.
It was many hours ago.
Indeed.
So my lowest is Fear.
I hate that guy.
I'm going to set him up. I'm going to put him there.
Nice. He's just over.
Is that in?
Yeah, he's in.
Awesome.
Cool. And your next lowest is 4, the same as mine?
Next lowest.
Oh.
I have another 2. And then a 3, and then a 5.
Oh.
So I will set up Rambot.
Yep. I love Rambot. I love that hammer. It's ridiculous.
It does have a very nice that in.
One of the
It does have a very nice hammer.
yeah, he does. Look at that. We'll get the zoom back in. One of the trashers has a very similar hammer. It's not as big, but it's still pretty big. So I've got a lot of 4s now.
Yep.
I think
My
before
next
you're
one's a
5. So I'm gonna go and fall off the chair
Don't do that. I'll laugh.
because I'm short and I can't reach the camera otherwise. So I'm gonna start with Communicator, Crazy, and Fault Line. Now I of course haven't stored these inside, though I could have done. I chose not to. And I'm going to keep them close together up until the point that fault line starts earthquaking things, when I'm going to keep them further away.
You realise that thing is just getting blown off the board first chance I get right.
Don't pick on him, he's only little. So your next guy is a 5, I believe.
Yes.
Cool. So my next one's a 6. So
my next one is Turbo.
Turbo
I'm
Tastic.
going to start him there.
Nice. So now we're going to roll off.
Yep.
I'm going to be using a red dice. You're going to be using a red dice.
I'll use a black dice.
Ah, fair play. Because we've both got a 6 now.
Yes.
So I got a 6.
I got a 2.
I do have to check that actually, because that could be a 1. No, it is a 6. Because Games Workshop have that really annoying habit of sticking symbols on their 1s and their 6s. So I'm never quite sure. But yes, so my next one is Laser Wing. And I'm putting that little cheeker here. And now we're using the rules with regards to going up and down buildings. If you've got the movement, you can do so. If you're a flying character, you just kind of fly in a diagonal. If you're using your super ability.
Yep. Well, I am actually going to start him, because that building is on the board edge.
It is on the board edge.
I'm going to start him on top of the building.
Oh, that's nice. Because there isn't an official rule for clearing over from one piece of terrain to another, we've decided, and again, this is a house rule. If you guys want to play it, cool. If you don't, that's fine. If you've got a character with wings, you can move from point A to point B. If you've got a character without wings, they have to go down, up.
Yeah.
It seemed like the fairest way to do it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. So I
have wings, so surely I can like fly to that building.
So your next strategy rating's a 10, isn't it?
My next strategy rating is a 10, so you get to place all your things.
I get to place all the models.
So have free reign until I put my boss on and he kills everyone.
So I'm going to put Blockade back here, which is just down in this corner, hidden out the way. And I'm going to put Red Wing. I love Red Warp. I'm going to put him there. I do always get him confused with Laser Wing, so I say Laser Warp and Red Wing. So if I say it during this video, I apologise.
Not going to lie, I kind of like those names and I may steal them.
Nice. Yes, because one of the things we are actually going to do is we're going to create our own Deceivers offshoots using the existing cards, but with alternate named models. Well, you're definitely doing Deceivers. I might be doing Deceivers, or I might be doing Trashers.
Yeah.
But they'll be using the official models. It just might be that we like a certain Valiant model, but you want to use them as a Deceiver model. So we'll still use a Deceiver card, and we'll pick the most appropriate.
Yeah, it's kind of, we were discussing this the other week about kind of doing our own little narrative play.
Yes, so it's going to be a campaign which is over 6 to 10 games, and the story will evolve, and maybe we'll make up our own scenarios. Other than that, we'll use the ones in the book. So this is the guy I'm using as focus anyway, which you may recognise as Aegis from the starter set.
Yes.
I was going to use one of the Mirror Warriors that I've got, but they're the old Mirror Warriors, and I like to show off the newer models that you can actually physically buy.
Yeah.
And that's why I've gone the way I've gone. And then Destructor's just going to knock over Laser Wing.
So he's automatically dead, he's out the game.
Yeah, so
that's how we play.
And so now you are going to set up Tyrant. Now,
Yes.
full disclosure, I didn't forget about advanced deployment on the 2 models I've got who have it. I had mentioned that I wasn't going to use it.
You did?
Mainly because I didn't think it was advantageous at this time.
I mean, you could have placed them behind the thing, so you just automatically start them.
I know,
hiding,
but it just leaves them out front for Mega Tyrant to shoot them with his giant fiendish gun. Although it doesn't have special rules.
What do you mean, giant fiendish gun? It's not that big.
It's pretty big. Yeah, it's nice. So while you're setting that guy up, which shouldn't take long because it's just one guy, the terrain we're actually using is by TT Combat and Hawk War Games. And it's just the card scenery that you get for Drop Zone, which is where the original Drop Zone joke came from, in case you were curious. But no, if you want to pick up your own set of these, I will put a link in the description, as well as all the links that I always put for the bot war stuff.
Yeah, it's easier, just we have this terrain on hand.
Yes.
The bot war terrain that's coming out does look amazing.
Yeah, it does.
But it just
I think you can actually order it off the site now.
Oh, can you? Oh, cool.
Yes. So, but again, with us, we then have to paint it up and things like that, whereas this is already done.
We're really lazy.
We're so lazy. So I've already done my power. I've basically put the cards, essentially. So yeah, like Destructor has 1, Focus has 2, etc., etc. I do, however, have to roll for...
You have to roll to see if he gets any more.
Fueled by hatred.
Or if he dies.
He could die.
He
He
takes
starts
a-
the game on 6 wounds instead of 7. Ah, that's the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately.
The joy of that rule.
Absolutely. So we'll take a very short break because we're British, so we need tea. And then we'll get straight in with the first round. And we'll hopefully score some victory points, kill some things, and it'll be exciting for you guys to watch.
Yay!
If not, just give us a like anyway, because it feeds our tiny, tiny little egos.
It really does.
It really. As you have the character with the lowest strategy rating, that character would be activating first.
Yes, he will.
By the rules of the game.
Because that's how rules work.
Indeed, indeed. And you can pick up those rules from the Bot Wars website or from Firestorm Games. I'm giving them a little plug because Firestorm are tight.
I like Firestorm.
Big fan.
Also, I also like the name. I think a Firestorm just sounds cool.
It does, yeah.
So, I'm going to spend 1 energon cube.
Yes.
To move 8 inches. And it's this guy. Thea. He's going to move 8 inches. Which gets me to there.
Looking at the table, it's really nicely set out in terms of the buildings and stuff. I do think we should ask Nate, with his magical 3D printer, to potentially print us out some cars and things. Because we're using a couple of drop zone tanks just to add a little bit of variety to the board. But it is lacking something.
Yeah, the board is a bit sporadic. I have seen some other people that use top model cars that are the right scale.
Oddly, Micro Machines are about to get relaunched. I'm just saying. But yeah, because last time we played it using this scenery, it was too densely packed, and it was terrible for filming.
So I've used 2 energon cubes and I've moved him twice. Yeah, no, I know what you mean, because it is lacking something. Obviously, we had a lot of more buildings last time. You kind of want some to give it the street.
Yes.
Yeah.
So your next strategy rating is still lower than mine.
Number 2.
He's doing a number 2. Calm down, Dennis.
So here again has a movement of 8. So we can. So I'm going to move 8.
1 energy for
to
8.
there. And then how far away is that?
So you're looking at getting within 2 inches.
Yeah, so I can get to there.
Nice.
What his energy is used.
So now you have your next one is still
It's still a 3.
my arch nemesis, Terror.
Just because
Why won't you die?
he does.
Well, he does
but then
die.
He comes back.
But then he comes back.
And he also has a movement of 8. So tempted. I'm going to move him up to there for 8, and then they're 3 inches high, aren't they?
They are 3 inches.
Yep. So 3 to there. And then yeah, you can get to that corner. And I'm going to finish his move there.
Perfect.
He's moved 2, but he still has 1 left.
So I now have a couple of 4s. All the 4s. No, 3 4s. So I will then be activating my next. And I've got Communicator, Crazy, and Fault Line. All 3 of which come in the same set. For those who are wanting to purchase their own, which is most people, because it's one of the best Deceiver models.
I really am. I didn't like, when I first saw the artwork, I was like, it's a bit meh. But then when he arrived, I was like, I need that model.
I think what lets him down, and it's not the painting, because the painting's beautiful, it's the colours, the white scheme on him, I don't like. I think I've gone with a blue for obvious links to 80s cartoon referencing, but I actually think it would look really good in like golds and things like that or something. Yeah. But yeah, I'm never a fan of white models.
Once I saw the model and it's painted, I think it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Like the one that's actually on that is it Anthony?
Yes.
Painted? It looks amazing. But it was when the first concept art came out for it, I was like,
But yeah, it's
But once you saw the model's tight.
It's a beautiful, beautiful model. So I'm going to activate Communicator first because reasons.
Because that's how the game works.
Yes, it is. You've played before. So I'm going to move 1, and then I'm going to move again and get myself behind this building. So that used 2 of his 3 energy, but it used both of his actions. So I've kept 1 on there just in case the shooting occurs. Because with us, the shooting often occurs. One of the things that a lot of people who watch our videos have said is we do tend to forego strategy when we're playing Pot Wars.
I have no idea what you mean, Kev.
Indeed. And it's true, partly because we do like the enjoyment of just blasting things to bits, and partly because it makes for a much more exciting video. Strategy's all brilliant, and it really is, but having people like humming and hawing as they're moving their models.
Well, that was one of the last games that were filmed where I was like, well, I could in theory, I won the game because of the strategy wins, but I could go from here, run around this building, and just, because we had 2 buildings together, I can just keep moving and outrun you, because you, kind of like a Scooby-Doo chase scene, you can't catch me because of the movement, but where's the fun in that?
This is true. So I didn't bother narrating because it was obvious what I was doing, but I moved all 3 models twice. Each of them has 7 moves, so they did 14 inches in total. Communicator is the only one with any energy left on him, and that's 1. Mm-hmm. So then it would go over to your next model now, which is a 5, I believe.
I have a 5, which is Table. Oh, there's yet. So I've moved.
I will stress as well while you're doing that, for those who are asking, we are getting very much closer to an Infestors Trasher game, because they're actually sat bathing now because the Queen and stuff have finally arrived. We keep getting asked about it because we said on like the first video that we were going to do one.
I have done the cardinal sin.
What have you done?
I've swapped 2 models and moved the wrong one. It's fine, I was going to move him anyway, but I've moved Terra instead of the Turbo.
That's okay. I'm sure the people at home will forgive you.
They both have an 8-inch move, they both have the same thing.
Yeah.
I've just basically...
They've just moved in the wrong order, but it's not really that much. No one was getting shot or anything anyway. So.
No, I've just moved the wrong model. Which, my fault, I'm using unpainted models.
It's true.
That guy, he has some paint on him.
You've started to get some paint on them. I will stress though that as much as it is partly our fault, we have had really bad weather in the UK recently, so we haven't actually been able to undercoat or anything.
I mean, I was flooded out last weekend.
Yes, you were.
So I'm only moving him is 1 move.
Yeah, and leaving energy on him.
Yeah.
So my next model is a 6, as is yours, I believe.
Yes, we both have a 6.
So red die for me, black die for you.
It's cocked. We roll it.
It is cocked. 4.
6.
And a 6, so you get to move first.
So I get to activate Panic. This guy.
Who has got paint on him.
He has got paint on him. He has 2 colours on him. Not including the primer.
That's 3 with a primer. He'd be tournament legal.
Technically there is 3 distinct colours on him. He would be.
He would. He is, however, not based, which is what would be your fall down. You could say he's on a snow base.
There's rocks. There's snowy rocks. It's fine. I am only going to move him once, but I am going to move him because he has wings. He's going to jump from this building to that building.
In a wow fashion. Beautiful.
We're now seeing how good these buildings are because they're putting 2 metal models.
This is true, and there is actually, for the new edition that's coming out with a Kickstarter, there's going to be rules for being on top of buildings, and I think they crumble and things like that under the actual weight of your models, which I think is a very interesting idea.
Makes sense, because, as you know, our roofs aren't designed to hold giant interdimensional robots.
This is true. This is true. So my 6 is Laser Wing. He's got an 8-inch move, so I'm just going to move him once and then move him twice. And again, that was both of his energy. Now, I've only got 7s left, which is everything, and you have a 10. So it's now just my guys jockeying for position. Forgot I had blockade over there. I nearly forgot about it, bless him. Right, so I'm going to move Destructor next, who only has 1 energy, as we know, because unfortunately life's not fair. And I can't roll dice to save my life. So he's just going to make 1 move, and that will use his 1 energy. So Focus can move 7. So he's moving for 1. And then what's his shoot like? Nah, it's not very good. Bless him.
This kid is little.
Yeah, so he's just going to make another move. And then I've got blockade and red warp left. Love red warp. He's got an 8-inch move. So I know where I want him. It's getting in there. So 10. Yeah, easy. Ow. And then my last one is blockade, who's, as we mentioned before, back there. So yeah, I can easily get behind that building to back up communicator. And that was 2 of his moves. So the only one of my models with any energy left on them is communicator, which is 1.
Yeah, mine's Terra. He has 2 energy cubes on him because he's only moved once. Now I think I should have moved him again, kept 1 on him, but well, you won't know.
Indeed, indeed. So your last movement is going to be the old tyrant himself.
Yes.
One of the 4 major tyrants.
Because you saw Mahusa, he only has a move of 7. 7 to there. And then 7 will get me to behind that tank.
Nice. Brilliant. So that's the end of the first turn.
Yes.
This is pretty simple. Pretty simple first turn. Yeah. We'll come back at the start of turn 2. We'll work out victory points and all that business. And then we'll just plod on.